podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Tonight on the Eyrie, we celebrate our 100th episode by talking about legends retiring and staying, talking bollocks about a topless Ian Goff, and look through some of our favourite moments of the Eyrie. Stay tuned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by Grant, Josh, and Jack, as always, to celebrate our 100th episodes, gents. Welcome back. It's gone quite quickly.
How long have I gone? Maybe a year, if that. Yeah, it's gone for you.
Yeah.
It's quick for me.
Yeah, I mean, I started around about this time last year, a few weeks. What was it? Must have been like March last year. Been a year already for me.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here for the 100th.
Yeah, same here, to be fair. Yeah, I've really enjoyed. It's just nice to have people to talk about the Ospreys with, to be fair. And I'm sure my missus appreciates it because I don't chew her ear off about the comings and goings of Welsh rugby. So, yeah, nice. I've really enjoyed it.
It helps combat the homesickness.
But sometimes I enjoy not talking about the Ospreys for a bit, okay? But most of it is the political side at the moment. So parts of this are quite a light relief sometimes.
Sorry, I don't know if we'll be talking much about rugby today. I also don't want to talk about the politics today. It's all boring at this point. There's nothing new. There is some stuff that's new, mind. We'll start with the bad. And Jack Walsh has been confirmed to be moving to Montauban at the end of the season. And I don't think any of us can say how much of a loss that'll be to both the squad and the team. Because he's been awesome for the last sort of 3 years, especially since he started debutising at fullback. How are we going to replace him?
We're going to have to replace him with a specialist fullback, and find a 10 from somewhere, because he's a brilliant fullback. He's a good fly off, and he just seems to be one of the most natural rugby players we've seen on the pitch in a good few years. He's a great natural rugby player. He'll be a huge loss.
Yeah, it definitely going to need to replace him. I can only assume he's been offered silly money out in Montauban to go play in South France. Fair play to him, why not? But yeah, it's a shame because he's such a tidy player, and like I know people, it'll all be put in that like kind of like picture of like, oh, you could have got a Wales call up, or he was going to qualify for Wales. But as we were just talking before, like there's no guarantee that's going to happen. There's no guarantee he'll get that appearance, which will make his wages go up. So, yeah. And he could play for many a side, couldn't he? I mean, who knows? He could just decide to go play for the US now. I'm going to assume he's, could go play for them still. So it's not like international rugby's closed its door to him, and he's playing in the south of France. So why not? I suppose. But it's bad for us. I was hoping that maybe I said in a few pods, it felt like when, not if, with this news. I was hoping that now like there's some kind of like clarity on the future for the next few years, that maybe those talks had happened, but obviously not. So wish him all the best, And yeah, we'll definitely need to recruit in those positions to cover the gaps that he's left. I mean, he's played pretty much every game this season, hasn't he?
100%. But I think, yeah, we should have the budget now. Now we've signed potentially going to sign the new PRA, and we've obviously lost Jack and Darry Lake. So we should have the headspace to hopefully bring in some decent players. Obviously, a lot of them will be in contract still. But yeah, potentially get a stopgap for a year while we look for a replacement. But I think, yeah, leadership, like the leadership side of things, I think we're going to massively miss as well. I think he's one of the leaders in the back line. He's captained us a few times. And it felt like he really loved the Swansea area, really bought into the club. So I think for that side, it's a bit of a shame, but it's such a short career. He's got to do what's best for him and his family and his partner. So yeah, I wish him the best of luck, and hopefully one day we might see him back. You never know.
One day, hopefully, we'd love to see him put on the black jersey one more time, or for one more stint. Yeah, love to see. I don't know if this is bad news or not, but it's certainly the bigger news of sort of Welsh rugby this week, in that George North yesterday announced his retirement. from all forms of competitive rugby. And as a former Osprey, it's worth us talking about him, but I thought it'd be quite nice if we could pinch our top 5 George North moments as a pod
Oh,
in no particular order. But
right.
I'll have
There's been a few tries in there, but I think 2012 when he absolutely smashed Owen Farrell. I don't know if everyone remembers that.
Yes. When Farrell chips over the top,
Chipped
caught
over
it.
coming through and he
Oh yeah,
absolutely upended him. That has got a, sometimes when I'm sad, I just wake up to think about that and it makes me happy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was the fact Farrell had so much momentum, he was sprinting full pace. North's basically stationary. It just shows the power he had. That he
yeah,
absolutely upended him, flicked him onto his back straight away.
it's like archetypal dump tackle, like
Yeah.
perfection.
it was perfect, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
perfectly executed. Yeah.
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 I mean, definitely one of them. I was going to say, somewhere has to be him picking up and driving back Falau on the line start in 2013.
Yeah.
a backpack moment. Yeah,
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
I ju-
gorgeous.
I was watching that today and I thought, nowadays, that's a red card every day of the week for Falau. He DDT'd him into the ground and tried to tackle him high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, well, he scored a try in that match as well, didn't he? He put the finger out to,
pretty stunning try. Yeah,
yeah,
Mark, Mark Genia, I'm pretty sure it wasn't 9.
yeah. Do you know what? One of mine, just because of the way the game was, and this is one that people might not have, but I was in the stadium for it, and it was the try he scored against Fiji in that first round 2023 World Cup when he was playing 13.
But pop off Nick Tompkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he scored that try, and that game was just insane, and like the crowd, like all the French people wanted Fiji to win, like it was so him going over for that try just like kind of sticks with me just because of the game in general. But yeah, don't know if I put that in the top 5, but for me personally, it's
Yeah.
it.
I think that like basically shows North's career kind of being split into two. I feel like the first half of his career when he was a youngster winger, he had it all. He had pace, power. It was just a case of getting him on the ball. But as he slowed up and got a little bit older, he was able to convert to 13, which is quite a difficult job to do in terms of like defensive reads and stuff. And I think him and Nick Tompkins in that 2023 World Cup, they were a brilliant centre partnership. I think they worked really well together.
Mm. He was a lot more elusive than people give him credit for as well, right? There's a tendency to like associate, which would be another top 5 moment for me, that offload to Jonathan Davis against Ireland where he just absolutely smashes that whole Jonah North moment. But like he had a great step and he'd almost use that more. If you watch his try highlights, it's more like him stepping a man and being really quick off the mark in terms of that change of direction than there is him running over people. Like I think
Yeah.
that like often, yeah, if you watch a highlight reel, it is very much like he had a wicked step. He was so good at like moving quickly, like from particularly out of the tackle area and accelerating. Um, that like it's easy to think that or associate him with that kind of like just raw power because of the size of the man.
Yeah. I think, yeah, build on that. I don't know, this is an Ospreys pod, but I genuinely think his best performance at club level was that Northampton performance against the Ospreys. I thought he was a joke that day. Single-handedly, just he scored 4 tries and all of them were an absolute joke. Absolute joke.
I was there for that. And all these Northampton fans saying this place used to be called Hampton before we signed North, and now it's called Northampton. That was the crack of the day from the Northampton fans. I also missed the ball that came flying straight towards me off a
Oh,
penalty. I choked, and the lad next to me was like, "Hey, that's on TV now." I was like, "I'm very aware."
I'll pick a moment of his Ospreys career that not a lot of people saw. Not a lot of people saw it firsthand. It was during COVID, and we play in Worcester, and it's like, oh, we can go up. Okay, we're not quite under lockdown yet. And on the way up, we were lockdown hit. It's like, I'm just turning the radio off now. I'm already in the car. I'm on my way. I'm going. And I think it was in the second half where he took the ball from 10, coming on an inside line from about 40 metres out. And it was almost the exact opposite of Ian Evans scoring against Scotland, where he stepped and stepped and stepped. It almost looked like the entire sea of like Worcester Warriors players dived out of the way of him one at a time as he ran through the middle, untouched, with people going, "Oh my God, I'm not going near that man." It was like when you see him at full flight, at full size, it was like a scary sight. It was a so literally untouchable 40 yards with people, yeah, making an effort to get out the way as was tackle the boy.
Is is that the last person at the 2011 World Cup there? Of all the players at 2011 World Cup retired,
Faletau's still playing.
is he?
He will.
Yeah.
Like, but
Like,
of
so
like,
Faletau's the last one then. So I feel like this is like the end. This is very much the end of an era.
Is
yeah,
Halfpenny still in the
Retire and
squad for?
yeah,
Is
he
he
is.
officially a coach? Okay,
He's in the squad as a player coach.
right.
He did play
Halfpenny,
one game this season,
half
notably.
yeah, Halfpenny's there as a player coach as well. Yeah, so Halfpenny and Faletau are the last two, and then maybe we could count Josh Adams because he was part of the successful teams as well, wasn't he?
He's not in the same way. He's like a different category in my head. I sort of broke through in 2017 with Adam Beard
Yeah,
and sort of
I
that
think
second wave.
yeah. Just while we're on George North top 5 moments, I'd say that try against Ireland in Dublin, where
2012. He ran
yeah,
through four people to finish him
yeah,
in the corner.
100%. Because it was tips off the top, beautiful line out ball, and then a classic blocker move with North coming out the back. And to be fair, McFadden had him absolutely lined up. Like, he was perfectly positioned to make that tackle. But unfortunately, it was against George North. So George North sends him into next week and then flicks a lovely offload in the gap to JD. And then he dummies in the, goes under the posts. And yeah, that was probably one of my favourite Wales tries, that one. That was unreal.
Wasn't that 2011 World Cup?
No, that
I
one
don't know if
was
that was
2012
2012.
Six
Yeah.
Nations, yeah. But yeah, JD did score as well in the 2011 World Cup.
Yeah, no, just it's a very similar play from Jonathan Davis on that
Yeah.
very similar outside arc.
yeah. I also
Yeah.
feel those two games like have melded into one for me. It was 2012 the one where Halfpenny had a penalty to win at the end
Yeah.
because Bradley Davis got upended on his head and was lucky to be on the pitch still anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of a different game?
No, that is the same game. You're right.
Stephen Ferris like tipped him over at a ruck or something, didn't he?
Yeah, that is the same game. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah. Because North also scored that game where I think he took about 5 players over the line with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the moment I thought you were going to go for. That's the moment I was going to suggest. That's just like either that or it's any other times Eddie Butler. Just remember it's like in sort of 2017 against Ireland. And it's just the commentary of George North is back with a vengeance.
Oh, yeah.
After
No, definitely.
which will stick in my head forever. To sum up, great player, great guy. Wish we saw more of him at the Osprey.
Yeah.
There's been one re-signing though this week. Quite unfussy, not to make a big deal out of it. He wouldn't want it, but we signed a tight head who's quite good, or re-signed him either. And it's nice to see that Tommy Beaufort is staying for at least another year, hopefully 7.
He's just superb, isn't he? I'd love to see him try and last 80 minutes. You know, if he's got another year in him, you'd like to think he's got an 80-minute game in him as well, right? But my God, he is off the scale scrimmaging wise, isn't he? And you know, he's there. He's there to bring the rest of the props on leaps and bounds and share, you know, his tight end knowledge. You know, and you know, 'cause he's incomparable. I think scrimmaging wise.
Or a few of the boys have just bought houses and the electric's done.
Yeah, right. He's superb. The first name on a team sheet should be like, if you've got a tight end problem in scrimmage, he's the first name on the sheet, and that's Tommy Poulter.
Yeah.
I'd argue say he's been one of our best foreign signings, to be honest.
Yeah, up there, sort of Dimitri Harhip, Tyler Ardron in my head of like never going to sort of play top level international rugby and always be sort of an 8 out of 10 for us.
Why does everyone leave Jamie Nut Brown off that list?
There's more people can't tell the difference even Jason Spice. It's so logical. Different players, but
But the same, yeah. Um, no, I think he's been brilliant, and I again, I thought the way the marketing team put the information out there was great with that post being like, "Oh, we deleted the previous post because like you scroll through. I don't know if anyone saw this, and then
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, fair play. They get these re-signing videos dead on. Yeah, it's good news. It is good news. He's got another year in him. You know, like get even if you get one half of rugby out of him, like it really makes a difference to the scrum, And as you said, he'll be bringing boys on as well at the same time. So yeah, really good news.
It's just nice to see him playing rugby still. All right, it is our 100th episode. Does anyone have anything special for us to celebrate in any capacity? Josh will give me a grin like you've planned something disgusting.
Not disgusting, but I have planned a 100 themed quiz. So obviously all of you will get 100% on this quiz because you're mad Ospreys fans and there's no excuse.
Before we go into this, I need to redact a statement that I made in the last pod. Wiley and Goff was 100% on come dine with me as a wine waiter. He might not have been topless. And I think I was just getting a bit confused between that and his ALS challenge, where he mowed the lawn afterwards in his shorts. So yeah, apologies for the misinformation. I retract that statement into the quiz.
Sure, it might come up later.
Yeah.
I'll wait for one of the questions on this quiz to be how many times has Ian Goff been pictured with his top off?
He's got about 100 caps, the Osprey.
We'll see. Are you ready? You guys ready to do this quiz? Have you got pen and paper? Because you're going to need pen and paper.
Oh, I do not have pen. All right, I got pen. Um,
So
no.
there are 6 rounds to this quiz. Some of them short, some of them a bit longer, depending on how well you do.
okay.
Or are we going to put a time limit on the quiz anyway? Just 3 hours.
It's yeah, yeah. This is going to be a long quiz, but enjoy.
Let's just all accept that I've won now. We can move on.
Sure.
Wait, what's the prize?
The prize is Grant will get you a pint next time you're at the Ospreys game.
Fair play. Pint of Doombar, why not?
I'm very safe from you lot, I reckon. For mine, it won't be me winning. But memory, like I said, these days.
Right. Okay. So yeah, this is 100 themed, obviously, because this is our 100th episode. So the first round is the first 10 Ospreys players to get to 100 appearances. Okay. So you're going to, obviously, a lot of them will be, you're looking at the noughties. You're looking at boys from 2003 to roughly 2010. That's your time period. That's your clue. The other clue I'm going to give you is on this list of 10, there is one hooker.
Yeah. I've got that one. I know that.
There's 3 props. There's one second row / back row hybrid. There's one fly half. There's 2 centres. There's 1 wing and there's 1 back row.
Ooh.
Okay, so a nice little split. What we're going to do is, because obviously, like, we could be here all day and I'm not going to wait for you to get all of them. We'll play a life system where you get 2 lives, should we say? And then once you lose your first life, you get 1 more life, and then that's it. Okay, I'm going to do random number generator to decide who's going first.
Oh, God.
So it will be Grant go first.
I'll pull out Sean Corner.
Grant, you're absolutely correct. That
Mate,
is the fly half.
that was my big
God.
one. That was my big one. Absolutely done me there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right. Next up, it is Zach. Right.
I'm going to say bomb, Adam Jones.
You are absolutely correct. He is also on the list. He is 5th on the list. Right. Jack, no pressure.
Steve Tandy?
Welsh coach Steve Tandy is number 10 on the list.
Oh.
So at the moment, boys, that is a good start.
We circling around, or we just
We'll
going?
go back to Grant again.
Barry Williams.
The first Osprey to make 100 appearance, Barry Williams. Grant has got the top 2.
I'm going to say Duncan, Hairbear number 2.
Oh, you boys are good. Spot on, 100%. He was number 4 on the list.
I'm missing number 3. Come on, Jack.
Is Paul James on the list?
You now have number 3 as well. So
Right.
you have got the first 5 Ospreys to get to 100 appearances, boys, and you're on 100%. I didn't need to do the lives in hindsight. You boys are smashing it. Right,
Okay.
four to go.
It's back to me.
Back to you, Grant.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna chicken out on the centre. Shane.
Ooh.
Is on the list. He's number 8.
I'm going to say Ryan Jones.
Oh, I'm afraid Zach is not on the list.
What?
Zach is down to 1 life.
Do you know what? I'm going to go for the centre. Was it Andrew Bishop?
It was the Bish. Number 9 on the list. So you've got 2 more left to get. You've got a centre and a second row, back row hybrid.
I don't feel it doesn't feel right, but because age-wise, okay, I think I'm wrong. Jonathan Thomas.
Very good, Grant. Spot on.
Oh.
Number 6 on the list. 1 more to get, Zach.
Oh, no, I don't like this now.
Oh, I think I know it.
And it's a centre.
Oh, I think I actually know who it is.
I'm going to guess one of 2 if I get the opportunity.
Issue is, I'm not going to get this centre. I'm not. My pre-2008 knowledge is lacking. In big terms, I'm just going to name a centre who played around that time. I'm going to name Ashley Beck.
Unfortunately, is not Ashley Beck.
Oh,
Right. I think, and the reason why I popped out is because I actually Googled him the other day to find out what he was doing. Is it Sonny Parker?
Very good, Jack. It is indeed Sonny Parker.
And you guys living back in New Zealand now.
You guys have successfully got the first 10 Ospreys to make 100 appearances. Very good. I'm actually really impressed. I even had like 11, 12, and 13 just in case you named them. But yeah, you've managed to avoid them. So the next round is going to be Zach going first because he's slightly trailing. And what we're going to do is going to work our way around. It's going to be Zach, then Jack, then Grant.
right.
There's going to be no clues to this question when I first ask it. And it'll be 3 points available if Zach gets it. After 1 round of no clues, whether there's 3 points available, I'll give you the first clue and then only 2 points will be available. We'll go around again.
There's no clue at all.
Not on the first one. I'll just give you the question, but there'll be no clue. Yeah.
Question.
Yeah, you just have to randomly name an Osprey. Good luck.
Well,
So your question is, Zach, who was the youngest player in terms of their age to reach 100 appearances for the Ospreys?
This feels very Justin Tipuric.
I was thinking Tipperek, but unfortunately that's incorrect. I think he was stuck behind Marty Holler too long. I think that was the problem, probably.
Shocking form for me. I should be doing better. Do I get a second guess at this?
No, it's Jack's
Yeah.
turn. And if Jack gets it right, he gets 3 points.
I got this feeling I don't get a tip or anything, do I?
No, yeah.
Uh, you know what? It's quite recent, but he played a lot of games. Keelan? Was it Keelan?
Keelan was another one I was thinking. That's a hell of a shout, but it was not Keelan either.
oh.
Right, Grant, for
Well,
3 points.
I was thinking the first young player at 100. No, hang on. Bigger.
Hmm.
Oh,
Bloody hell. Grant, you are on fire. It is indeed Dan Bigger at 22 years old, made 100 appearances to the Ospreys.
I was thinking it was Reece Webb as he said that then. Wow. I'm all right with old people. Relatively old people.
Yeah.
So after question 2, Grant is leading with 7, Jack is in second with 4, and Zach is on 2. Right. This is exactly the same. You can probably imagine where this is going after the last round. Who is the oldest player to get 100 appearances for the Ospreys? Zach is to go first, and it'll be 3 points if he gets it right.
Not again.
You can have a good thing.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think who joined after and then got 100 appearances after playing overseas for a couple of years. If there's anyone who fits that off the top of my head. Is it Garton?
A good shout, but unfortunately, it is not Garton. Jack to go next.
Like just the oldest player to hit, like they were the oldest player to have 100 caps, or like the oldest player to
Yeah.
hit 100 caps.
So they were the highest age when they hit 100 appearances.
Where did you
Their
get
age was.
information from, Josh?
So yeah, I chat GPT'd this and it
Okay.
spat me out an answer and I was like, that's not right. So then I was like, right, okay. I had to Google it and do a bit of research. I had a clue, I had an idea of who it might have been, but yeah. When you realize who it is, it's like, okay, yeah, he was pretty old.
Did he get 100 caps? Oh.
Old when he hit 100 caps.
Mm,
Or someone who's not going to have played much.
okay.
Went away.
Necessarily.
It's not Hooky, is it? Because he came back.
It's a hell of a shout, but I think he got to 100 before he left.
Oh. I thought I was being clever then for a second.
That would have been a good shout.
I'm going to go for one of our imports.
Okay.
Played a lot of games, and it's going to be a forward. I'm not going to risk the obvious because I don't think he got 100. So I'm going to go really weird and go for Mafu Fia.
A great shout. It is not Mafu Fear.
Oh.
Right. So none of you can get 3 points. I'm going to give you your first clue. And now there are 2 points available if you get this right. Zach again to go first. So this player was a back rower. That's your first clue.
It wasn't Tia, was it?
Oh, and a great shout. But no, it was not Philo.
Back row. Oh, was it Joe Bierman?
Oh, Jack, that is such a shout. Yes, it is Joe Bierman. He was 37 when he made his 100th appearance. As far as I could tell, I had to do a lot of Googling to get to that answer. There's not a lot of information online about Joe Bierman.
Oh, mate, he was class, though. He came down from the Dragons, didn't he?
He reminds me a lot of, like, Mark Wilson for England. Just like absolute joke strength, like 5% body fat, absolutely shredded.
Fuck's sake.
The tear up with him and Paul Tito.
Oh yeah.
I think he was playing for Dragons at the time against Cardiff. Oh,
I,
Fuck's sake. I'm,
Oh.
I'm slightly annoyed. TT got 99 caps.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to Google that as well. And I was like, oh my God, that's yeah. Just he'd have been up there with age. Right. This next question is disgustingly hard. Just to be clear, I'm gonna go into it. Think rogue because this is a hard question, right? So I looked into who Osprey's 100th competitive appearance was against in terms of the club. And I had to basically go for a year and count the games. It was a pain in the bum. So if it's wrong, like don't have a go at me. Like I'm pretty sure I'm right though. So again, 3 points an offer. Zach to go first.
What? Am I just naming what? Who plays?
Who we played in our 100th competitive game.
Oh, okay. 28 games a season.
let me dig through all his programs here.
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Can't be asked.
I would say to give you, a
Was
rough
it?
clue, they won't. I don't think Graham will have a program for this team.
Who was the Italian team? Was it Borders?
It was not Borders, but that is all right, on the right lines. Like you're in the right headspace. If you're thinking
I know who
Borders.
it is. I think I know who it is. Fuck's sake.
Jack to go next.
Oh. Right, so it wasn't Borders, but it's along the right lines. Celtic Wars folded after the first year. Now, what were the Italian teams? So who did you have? Who did we have that is no longer a thing? So it's Zebra, Benetton, Treviso?
Again, the combination of Zach's answer and your answer would get you to the answer. I think.
I know exactly who it is. I'm really annoyed.
Oh,
Well, you might get 2 points because Grant is an opportunity, but he might not get it.
what? That was disappeared. Oh, hang on. But based on the fact there's like a big Italian clue, and I bet it's not Italian now. I bet it's.
I
can say anything.
I know who it fucking is. It's just come to me.
Oh, stop it, boys. I'm just going to go with Ironi and chuck that one in. Ironi is my final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Right.
What?
See,
What?
you put me off, Zach. I followed it. Oh, it's not
So
the shutdown. Ah,
right, I'm going to give you your first clue, and obviously only 2 points available now. But Zach to go first. It's an Italian club.
And not Aironi.
No. So you guys are so close, though. You're so close.
oh,
Is it just Zebra?
It
Surely
is.
not.
It's not Zebra,
Yeah, no,
I'm
of
afraid.
course not.
Right, Jack, you're up.
Is it Calvisano?
Oh, Jack, you're on fire. Yes, it is Calvasan.
I've literally never heard that team in my life.
They were around for a bit. There was four, wasn't there? There was Calvisano, and then there was Aroni.
Yeah.
I remember Aironi.
Benetton.
Before Aironi, like that's before I was born, effectively. It's unfair.
Yeah,
that's
you are at a disadvantage, to be fair.
wow. Didn't we score 80 points against Calvisano?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did it one stage. This was a 26-9 win, so slightly closer, but yeah, it was a win. Right. Okay.
Again.
On to the next question. Right. Who remembers the 1st of November 2006?
Mhm.
Right. It was a big date in the Ospreys diary. Ospreys beat Australia
Okay,
that
yeah.
day. And from that Australian team,
Oh,
3 of their players managed to get to 100 Australia caps. You have to try and name those 3 players.
right. I have got that program.
Right, put it down, Grant.
Not far away. I'm going to pile everywhere around me.
I'm pretty sure I know at least one.
I know two.
Okay. How do
Uh,
you want to do this? Do you want me to give you the positions of the three?
No, I reckon you should
Or
go for it.
Or
what?
just
Did
go
you
for
know
it?
them?
I think I know them because I
Okay.
was looking at this game the other day.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you. Yeah, if you want, you just go for them. And then when you want the clues, I'll give you the clues.
am I going for all?
Zach to go first.
Ashley Cooper was one.
Zach is 100% correct. Ashley Cooper is one of them. Right. Jack.
James Forwell.
I was thinking Orwell. And I think he
Fuck
was
off.
playing, but he didn't get to 100 Australia caps.
Genuine.
I think so. I think he got to like 60 or 70 or something.
Oh no.
Right. Go on,
I was
Grant.
so confident.
Apart from Ashley Cooper, I couldn't name a single Australian who played in that game.
Were you at the game?
Yeah?
Were you watching who was running around in the gold jersey?
No, I was mainly watching the ones running around in black scoring tries against them.
Yeah, fair, fair.
Oh, God.
They're two big names, but to be fair, they're 100 cappers. So yeah, you can't go with that.
Oh. 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 No, he didn't play, did he? Reagan didn't play, did he? Didn't come on.
He
No,
did not.
no.
Right.
No.
Back to Zach.
I don't like this. I really don't like this.
I'm looking wrong for the programme.
I'm just like, I've watched the game enough times, but I still have no idea who plays Australia because I just, it cares.
Yeah.
Is Scott Stainworth one? Stainforth,
No,
whatever?
no, I don't think
No.
Staniforth was on there. Right. Back to you, Jack.
Smith? George
What was
Smith?
what was the answer? Sorry?
Smith, George Smith.
Correct. Correct, Jack. That is another one done. Right, one more to go.
Okay.
Skip me. Just pointless. Move on.
Name any name, Grant. Any name.
God. Larkham.
Larkham. No, Larkham wasn't playing.
Sean Hardman?
What was that, Zach? Sorry?
Sean Hardman?
No, not Sean Hardman. Right, Jack, back to you. Let me know when you want the clue as well, boys.
I'll take a clue now because I've
Yeah.
drawn a blank now.
Right. The clue is this player is a hooker.
There's a hooker.
Mm.
I haven't got a clue.
Throwing answers in nowhere.
Trying to think of hookers I played in the game like. Like Australian hookers like that.
Mm.
I can only think of one.
Yeah.
There's a good chance it might be that one if you're thinking of one.
Can I throw it in? Put my last go.
Yeah, go on,
Greg.
Grant.
Phil Kearns.
No, it wasn't Phil Kearns, to be fair.
No,
I can't
fuck.
think of
Yeah, no, I got it. It's Stephen Moore.
It is indeed Stephen Moore. Well done, Zach. Right.
I can't
Okay.
believe Horwell didn't get 100 caps, man.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just fact check that because he definitely played in the game, but I don't think he got to 100.
I swear Stanforth got 100 as well.
Which is fallen.
James Hall got 61 caps.
Okay.
Is it James Staniforth? What's his name?
Scott Stanforth?
Scott Staniforth. There we go.
He definitely has 100 caps. I'm pretty sure he played.
This could be, yeah, I could be wrong in
International.
all honesty, and then I'll give you another point. So it says he only got 12 caps.
Oh, must be his brother then. So I've tried any Stanforth.
Okay, yeah, Staniforth, 100 Wallabies caps. Oh, Scott Staniforth did not play 100 tests. He played 12.
Fair enough.
Yeah. This next, right. So that was the second last question. We're on to the last question. And currently the scores and the doors are leading the quiz is Jack with 9 points. In second is Grant with 7. And in third is Zach with 4. But let me tell you, there is a lot of points available in this final round. Okay. Should do this because comes away. Right. Okay. This final round is going to be a sudden death round.
Wait,
Right.
0 points available in this then?
Yeah, we're all out in the first round.
Yeah, if you're out in the first round, that's it. Okay, you will start with a life, so you can afford to get. We'll give you 2 I'll give you 2 lives. You start with 2 lives. So you can afford to get 1 wrong, but then after that, you're out.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
This is. You have to name any Ospreys player to get over 100 appearances. Right, but if you name one that we've already named in a previous round, you don't get a point.
What correct answer as opposed to incorrect answers that have been thrown out?
Sorry, Grant.
Correct answers or
Oh
incorrect
yeah,
answers? You've named
yeah.
one.
Sorry, only the correct answers. That's correct. So yeah,
Okay.
if you name someone who may have got 100 but was an incorrect answer for the first 10 to get 100, then you will still get a point.
All right.
And if you name someone that another person has named, you lose a life.
All right.
So keep track of what the names people are saying.
You
Would be my
start
advice.
and getting senile.
All right, here we go.
All right. I'm guessing I'm starting us off.
Yes. So I'm just going to quickly update my spreadsheet so I can get through these so quickly, and I'm not. Yeah.
So can we? So sorry, I missed that. We can't.
Yeah.
What about the wrong answers that did hit 100? Can't say
So the
that.
wrong answers did out. You can name them.
All right, cool. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Right.
I'm going to start off with niche knowledge of
Okay.
Alan Wynne Jones.
He is the top Ospreys appearance maker with 257. Correct.
Gonna go with a name that was said before but wrong, and Ashley Beck.
You back. Ooh. Ashley Beck is on there.
Yeah.
He made 137 appearances.
Nicky Walker.
Ooh, I don't.
know if he did.
103 appearances for Nicky
Oh.
Walker.
Oh, what a pull!
I should save him for later.
All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to go for Steve Tandy's best mate, Lloyd Ashley.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Correct. 153 appearances. But to be fair, some of those were as a peers. So I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Ryan Bevington.
112 appearances. Correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
James King.
203 appearances. Correct.
I know the 200 Club.
Yeah.
We give them awards, so I should know the 200 Club.
Hey, I want to redo. That's not fair.
Yeah. I was going to say, Grant, you must interview a lot of these boys after they get 100 appearances. So
I've videoed them. Yeah, I'm not interviewing them, but yeah.
I'm going for Hannah Dirksen.
154 appearances. Correct.
This is so risky. I don't know why I'm doing it. Ollie Cracknell.
Yes, my stuff.
Ollie Cracknell, 117 appearances. Correct.
Reece Webb. He's in the 200s.
He is. He bang on 200. Correct.
I'm going for Sam Davis.
Yeah,
Definitely got 100.
safe.
150. Correct. If any of these numbers are wrong, by the way, please don't shoot me, anyone.
Computer said.
Yeah. Blame AI.
Ian Evans.
Yeah.
129. Correct. Right. Can I just stop now and just say, are you guys all happy to sacrifice your additional life and just say, look, it's sudden death? As soon as you lose, you're out. Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, great.
Can Jack answer the next 5 questions? I'm going to catch up now.
I'm going to go for Richard Fussell.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuss.
Yeah.
113. Correct.
Oh, get fussed.
Dan Evans.
Definitely.
173. Correct.
Wow.
I was going to say, it felt like he played every game under Steve Tandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith Roneath. You won't find him in the
That
group.
is correct. Although he'll have had probably another couple since I've did the numbers. But yeah, he's over the 100.
I'm going for Richard Hibbard.
Good call.
175. Correct.
Loads.
Yeah, there is a lot. I've written some down that I'm fairly sure of, and I don't know why I've not said his name yet, but Ian Goff, the wine waiter himself.
The man, the myth, the legend is on there. 119 appearances.
I started going through positions now. It's not easy to think about positions, and I've played lots in each position. Hugh Bennett. And I reckon that's all Yuka's done.
Was he not mentioned?
So Hugh Bennett, 142 appearances, and he was also the 11th player to make 100 appearances.
You want to mention, but not as a winner.
Man,
I'm going to stay on my theme. I'm going to go for Scott Baldwin. Definitely over 2 stints.
183 appearances.
Wow.
For Scott Baldwin.
2 stints, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tom Haberfield. It's got to be in there.
Oh, yeah. Across 4 positions.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is indeed. 135. That's a lot for Haberfield, to be fair. That's loads.
Yeah. I played everywhere, didn't he? I'm going to go back to it because there's going to be one more. Scott Orton. He
Oh,
must have.
yeah.
110 for Scott.
Scott Yorkton, yeah.
You know what? We're still on the hookers. Sam Parry.
Yeah. I'm not even going to pretend he's not going to be on there. Yeah.
Gotta be me.
Sam Parry, 184.
Ooh,
Probably more. Just that those numbers won't be up to date because it'll be in from a couple weeks ago.
200
zero
next season.
down.
Yeah.
Hi, Griffiths.
132 for Kai Griffiths.
I'd take your Kai Griffiths and I'd raise you and Nicky Smith.
Definitely.
Yeah, he must have.
191.
I see it was Nicky, wasn't it?
Yeah. 191 for Nicky.
I remember this guy guessing his 100 cap. There's going to be Morgan Morris.
Oh. Well, yeah, he's never called up for Wales. He must play a shitload for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. 124 for Morgan Morris.
If we're going more recent, then I'll go Keelan.
126 for Keelan.
Ruben. He must have. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he must. Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
131 for Ruben.
I think Luke Morgan has 100 caps.
Who's this, sorry?
Lukey Moggs.
Lukey Moggs. He is indeed 112.
losing track.
I'm losing track of who's been said and who hasn't been said.
I'd say, yeah, it's worth making notes of who's been
I've
said.
made
lads.
Hey, I
notes.
have been making notes, but like
I wrote 7 of them down.
I got a, I got a feeling no one said Dan Bigger yet.
He was an answer, wasn't he? The one
He
of
was
the
an
other-
answer.
Yeah,
but
but
not to the 100 cap question.
not to
But
the
he was
100
an
cap.
answer.
He was the youngest person. That was a different round, wasn't it?
I said, he's still an answer to a question.
He is not still questions, so that is you can't get that. But I'll let you make
Oh,
another
I
choice.
thought you meant just in the round where it was like the top 10 to 100.
Right, that's fine. But yeah, I'll let you make another choice.
I have no fucking clue.
You don't get a point.
Oh,
Definitely.
Is it James Hook? Because he was a wrong answer.
Yeah.
James Hook is correct.
he wasn't the youngest or the oldest, was he?
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't know if you said him. No, done that. Have we done Owen Watkin?
I think so.
Nope, 133 for Watkin and no one has said him. You're all good.
Oh, have I?
Have we done tips?
No.
No.
But did
Wish
he
I
get to
did.
100?
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe.
229
Only
for
one?
tips.
He's second in the list, and he being Darling win.
I think he is. Yes. Yeah, you're correct. He is. Oh no, Paul James.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Oh my God. Start going on positions.
Yeah, I've lost where I was, and the list has got so long that I've been writing, and I'm just like, I'm fucked.
Just risk it. You got this.
I got 4 more in me.
I haven't.
Tommy Botha.
Oh,
Yes, it is. Tommy Bofa 160.
Oh, great shout.
Dan Nicky, Dan Duncan and Assy. They were there from the start. We've done a shitload of workers. Tight dead. What about other tight deads? Tommy Botha has almost played exclusively for the last 5 years for us, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Tom Francis wouldn't have got there. Oh, I've thrown him out as an answer already. No, right now I'm looking at my list of what I wrote down first time round. I was going to check in him again. Henson, no. Nah, that's it. I'm out. That's it. I'm done. I've run out of
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Grant is out and he's out on 16.
Adam Beers.
Oh, that's mine, you prick.
Correct.
I'm going to really annoy Grant here, because I think it's been said, but I don't think it was the right answer. Fear.
oh, bollocks. Yes.
Mafu Fear is correct.
What?
Oh.
Confirmed at the time. We said, yeah, he's had 100 caps, but he's not an answer.
Going down the same route. Ryan Jones.
Yeah. God.
150.
Yeah. How many people are left?
I
Yeah,
don't
how many
know.
are left, actually?
There's none left. Okay, I'm suspecting cheating going on.
No,
Right, we'll find out how many
I've
are
got
left.
one more name.
I don't have any. I think I'm out.
Oh, God, yeah, you guys have done well. Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, of the available answers where you're allowed to give them, yeah, I think, oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys done it even better than I thought. There are two names.
Oh, is one of
One,
is right? Can I guess? Can I give a clue? What I think it might be, and you can just say if it's not. Is it a second row that someone might not have thought about?
no, it is not.
Ah,
Positions?
But
Good
you will
positions?
absolutely kick yourself. That's my clue. You'll be like,
kick.
oh my,
Oh, kicking's a clue.
no, it's not. That's not a clue, to be fair. But yeah, you'll be like, how did I not say this person?
Like, it's just like a big name of the club.
Yeah.
How big?
Careful now, because when he comes on the pod at some point, you're going to go, yeah, he said he's fairly average and shit. Got to say it.
No, this guy, yeah, I rate him very highly. And the other one I also rate as a player. He was a player.
Oh, and now he's a.
No, and now he's not a player, but yeah, he was
I'm
okay.
checking my list, and I think I've got two. If
Wait, how
I
far
could
in
go.
front am I?
Well, you beat me, haven't you? I was second. It's up to, like Zach the cat, and surely there can't be enough players left for the pair of you to score that many.
Yeah, I think Zach is now potentially overtaking Grant. But
I've got two more.
all right, who wants to go? Should we go?
Therefore,
Whose go is it? Is it
I'm
Zach's
gonna
go?
I'm gonna throw Gartom out.
Yes, Gartom. That was the one I was like, oh,
Yeah.
how have
I
you
know I
guys not
mentioned him
said
earlier. It's
Gartom?
like, yeah, he's definitely 100 caps. And I've got one more.
Okay, there's only one left. So
Okay, I don't know if this is 100% right. Is it Jonathan Spratt?
Zach, that is a hell of an answer. It is Jonathan Spratt.
Ah, fair play, mate.
So you guys have managed to get every single player with 100 appearances on the list.
Good job, gents.
That was actually really impressive. I was like, oh, they might get like some, like half of them.
Shout out Jonathan Spratt. I
Yeah,
don't remember
Yes.
watching him play at all. I just remember his name sticking in my head constantly.
yeah, played for Neath Athletic.
So the winner,
Points for that. Played for Neath Athletic.
Is that-
you do not.
I've got a feeling Zach just made a comeback with a 2-point swing.
It wasn't quite enough, but he did overtake Grant. But the winner of the Ospreys quiz, and everyone owes him a pint next time we see him at a game, which for me is pretty safe, is Jack.
Mate, I'm coming to Twickenham. Get to the final.
If you come to Twickenham, you'd very much be getting a pint. Right. Yeah. There's your Ospreys quiz, everyone. Well played. I was actually really impressed. You guys actually smashed it.
There was danger that was all going to go wrong, wasn't it? We were going to be shot.
We weren't.
Yeah.
It's not too embarrassing, but I feel bad because I fell to a second division Italian club.
Alvesano.
Calvasano, yeah.
Wow, good effort.
Oh,
They just use, it's one of those names, isn't it? Sticks with you. That's an age thing, though, as well, I think.
yeah, I don't know. It's like Eroni. I remember Eroni playing. Like,
I thought it was Aroni. When it wasn't Aroni, I was like, shit.
I got one of the European Cup shirts hanging up in my cupboard.
Aroni?
Oh, you had no
Oh.
excuse then, Grant.
Well, it wasn't them, though, was it?
Oh, Aroni shirt, not Calvasano shirt.
Yeah. He's gone to find it.
oh, bless.
So I don't want to hear the team from that day against Calvasano. It was a hell of a team.
Yeah.
Go on, Ben.
Lee
Steve
Byrne at
Byrne.
fullback with Nicky
Oh.
Walker and Shane Williams on the wings. Oh, that's a nice shirt, to be fair.
That's
Bish and Hook in the centre.
Oh.
Gavin Henson at 10. Justin
Oh.
Marshall at 9.
Oh.
Oh,
Duncan Jones, Hugh Bennett, Adam Jones in the front row.
That's just
Alan Wynne, Ian Evans in the second row. John Thomas, Steve Tandy, Ryan Jones back row. Barry Williams, Kai Evans as the full front row replacements. Brent Cobain, Andy Lloyd, Martin Roberts, Sean Connor, Johnny Vorton as the subs.
And we only won by 20 points.
Yeah. And I
I'm
can
surprised
barely
we win.
recognise any of the Calvisano players. And we were at home.
That's tired down.
Home, I'm assuming being the null.
This was at the Liberty, this one.
Oh. When did
Yeah,
they move
December
in?
2006.
I didn't realize they moved in that early. I remember.
Yeah, because I think it probably was around 2006 we moved there. Because that was where the Australia game was in 2006.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for some reason, the time they spent at the null seems like a long time, but it can't have been that long. What, 4 years, 5 years?
No, I wasn't that long.
Yeah.
It was only 3, was it?
Really small.
I remember 2 years.
But that's a pretty unreal team, to be fair.
Yeah.
The fact that we didn't put 60 on them is a disgrace, quite frankly.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
that Lee Burn didn't get 100 caps.
Yes.
He wasn't that good for a while. He only sort of blossomed in sort of late 2009.
He blossomed when he arrived with us. I've been hampered playing for the Turks beforehand.
He went to Clermont, didn't he?
Yeah.
92 appearances for the Ospreys. Very close. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Speaking of teams, do you boys want to craft our favourite team of the Eyrie era?
Yes,
You do.
definitely.
You really do. I've got some, thanks to Nick Williams, okay, who supplied a spreadsheet, okay, where some people have hobbies and Nick's is filling in spreadsheets, love him. Okay. So he's listed the starting lineup and the reserves from every team from about 2021 onwards. And we've been in existence since start of 2023. Yeah, I think. So he supplied that spreadsheet. So I've pulled out, I've got the names of every player who's started and on the bench, and I've shortlisted it into maybe about 4 or 5 people per position for us to meet some positions. Some positions is a much shorter list, and we can have a look, and we do a little bit of graphic sharing for those watching on YouTube, and for people on Spotify, we'll make sure we don't say him and him.
Him
For there. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Right.
If this is the giant Maltese cross now, I'm gonna be very disappointed with you.
I did put a little bit of trivia from before we go into selecting our team. In terms of the most capped Ospreys players during our era, Jack Walsh, just leaving us now, tops it with 65 appearances. Tommy Botha, no surprises, 60. Keith from Neath comes in third, and you can see the remaining list there. So there's the top 10 amount of caps. And if you carry that on through to the most capped Ospreys Eyrie era 15, that's what you get in each position. So you get Tom Botha, Sam Parry, Gareth Thomas, Ratty and Fender second row, Deavesy, Morgan Morris and Tips in the back row, Ruben, Dan, Keith, Owen, Yeston, Jack Walsh and Keelan. So it's quite a surprise when you see that in terms of most appearances in terms of shoveling them into positions that they've played. But this is not what we're about, is it? What we want to do is pick our choice 15. So it's not about most caps, it's about...
Right, before we start,
Yeah.
some of these players I know for a fact will have been really good at some point, and their Ospreys careers may not have been that fantastic. Are we talking about the Ospreys version of the player, or
Yeah.
just the player in general?
And are we talking about the player during the period of those 3 years? Or are we talking about their whole Ospreys career?
Let's have that debate as we go through the teams, is it? Because some of them might be finding the obvious, and some there are 1 or 2 we might be debating.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Right. There's our front row options. Lou said Gareth Thomas, Gary Phillips, Nicky Smith, and Steph Thomas.
All right, it's between 2 here, isn't it?
It's Nicky Smith.
For me, it's Nicky Smith all day long. Absolute legend of a bloke, Ospreys through and through. Gareth Thomas is fantastic, but Nicky Smith is a different world, and yeah, epitomises the club until he had to leave.
Nicky Smith, like having both Nicky Smith and Garton on the books was disgustingly good.
Yeah,
Like that shouldn't have been allowed. The fact that Nicky Smith has left still breaks my heart to this day. It has to be Nicky Smith.
there's 3 Nickies for definite. There we are. Good old Nick. Oh, we oh, broke
I don't know, Josh, are you in for Nicky Smith?
I would have led towards Gareth Thomas for the sake of the fact that he's still here. And Nicky's gone off and he's done great things with Leicester.
Nicky's online, don't worry.
Nicky's come
But
back, he says. He wants to come back. But it's 3-1 vote there.
yeah, fair.
I'll hear out the argument for Gareth Thomas, but it's Nicky Smith.
Yeah, Gareth Thomas is superb. Nicky Smith, Ospreys legend.
He's also gone to the most Ospreys English club he possibly could, which is Leicester. So I reckon that gives him even more points.
And now Sale, so it's very it fits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Front row forward, starting for those teams. You're valid. And
He also made a couple of appearances at Barabaravin, so
I guess minus points then.
I think he finally gets plus points. Come on, the Wizards. All right.
It's a Neath pod, I'll have you know.
This is definitely not on East Pod.
Hooker.
Okay.
This is hard.
For me, I'm going to put, because I went last time and I admit I got outvoted. I'm just putting Sam Parry straight in there. I know Lake's class and he's been awesome, but Sam Parry's a club legend. I absolutely love Sam Parry.
See, I thought that initially. That was my initial reaction, but I thought about Derry, like, he has given 100%. He also, I know because he's away with Wales more, like, that he's not there as much, but I think he's just as passionate and just as, like, leads from the front as Sam Parry did. And does. It just so happens that he's leaving to go to Gloucester, but that's also because they're at different stages in their career as well, right?
I agree, but I like Sam Parry because he's a bit unheralded as well.
Like, I think the greatest propulsion of like being an Osprey in this era has been the penalty try. And how could you not leave out Mr. Penalty Try himself, Dan Parry?
Do you know what? Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've sat here patiently waiting, and I'd say Sam. Again, what he's put into the club since he's arrived. You know, people don't. I don't think that many people remember him playing elsewhere.
Yeah.
So,
and he always comes across like a really top bloke. Not that
bloke.
Counts for rugby wise, but he does.
Top bloke, and that photo of him covered in blood is legendary as well, isn't it?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Social media profile picture for years. So we leaving out potential British Lion or future British Lion for club legend.
Yes.
Yeah. But he'll come back and he'll have a great career back with the Ospreys once he leaves Gloucester. So you never know. For our 200 pod, he might be in there.
I don't think we need to discuss the next one.
What you're not having Rhys Henry? You're not.
At 10.
Look, all I'm saying
At
is,
10.
if this was a discussion for 10, potentially,
Yeah.
but
7's team.
Tommy Bofa will also sort your lecky for you. So, he's in.
No arguments from me. No arguments at all.
None
I love
for
him.
me. Zach, any difference of opinion?
He signed a new contract this week. Let's get him in.
He's in. Excellent. Can we have a cheap quote, please, to renew for some solar panels? Thank you. Here's an interesting one. Because we've got a few hybrid players, I've dropped in a second row and back row into one pool.
Love it.
Oh,
okay. But can I just say before we go debate anything whatsoever? See the man in the blue scrum cap. Can we just drop it in a 7 without any debate?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
And if anyone needs to play out a position around him, they're playing around him.
Speaking of playing out of position, I would go with Jack at 6.
Oh, see.
No, okay, no. This is I was going to go Jack at 8 to accommodate my 6th choice. Of the other man in a brightly coloured scrum cap.
I love Deves.
Exactly. You love Deves.
I love Deevesy, but
Morgan Morris has got to be
I'm going to make a
eight.
defense for Dan Lydiate here. Dan Lydiate made a lot of appearances and played really well for us.
He was
And
a
I know that
star when we had
people,
a poor side, wasn't he? He
yeah, and I
couldn't
know
get
that
numbers above
people
the rest.
want to say like, oh, he wasn't the same as he was when he was playing for Wales, but he wasn't being picked for Wales anymore at that point, and he really put a shift in for the Ospreys. And I thought he was really, really good at his time with the Ospreys.
He did get
For me,
recoils to Wales during his time, notably,
yeah.
when he was
Yeah,
smashing South Africans in South Africa,
yeah.
which is
For me, it depends how you want to look at this. If you're looking at, for me, like the prime player at the best when they're at the Ospreys, and you want to win a game, you'd probably go Lydiate, Tipperick, Jack Morgan at 8. But
Three
if you're
lineup.
looking at it as like an absolute Ospreys legend, I think you've got to go Morgan. And for the period that we're actually like podding, I think Morgan Morris has got to be at 8
Well,
with
can I say
Jack at
something
6.
quickly? Could we put Tipperick at centre? Because he could play there.
I want the centres, and then you go, yeah, mate, yeah, all right, no. But he's not played centre for us since this pod has been going. It was before that. I've seen him play centre.
Right, I know it would be a shit team, but I'm going Lydia and Jack Morgan making up the rest of that back row.
I think Jack Morgan has to be in.
Yes.
But we're currently debating whether Morgan Morris or Dan Lydiate.
I'd be leaning towards Morgan Morris.
If it was a vote, I'd go Morgan Morris.
Yes.
So does that make Morgan Morris all right?
Yeah,
Have we got 3 Morgan Morrises?
if we could, that'd be a bloody good back row.
And Jack a 6.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
We're leaving out an England international there, though.
Ethan Root could fuck off. Not because I didn't like him at the time he was Ospreys, but since he's put an England shirt on, that's it.
yeah, no offense.
okay,
Isn't
right,
it,
we need
was he? I
spikes.
know he's got New Zealand heritage as well, no? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a 5-second clip of this video, that's the clip. You can fuck off.
I did think Ethan Root for a moment, and then thought, hey, actually, did play for England, so
Yeah.
and absolute dog shot on the weekend for
oh yeah.
Exeter, playing Gloucester, yeah. So
Losing to Gloucester's bad enough in this season. Losing to Gloucester and getting red carded is pretty.
but I am going to apologize, and I would never say that to his face. So I take the fuck off back. Ethan Root is a brilliant player, and fair play to him representing England. Please don't elbow drop me to the face.
He's massive. He's massive.
I know.
I remember when I went to the Saracens game, it was the first time I saw him in like person, and I was like, this guy is enormous. Like I didn't even realize how big he was. It was a freak.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I retract my statement again.
Oh, if you're going to make sarky comments about people, okay, make sure they're small and soft.
Like me.
That wasn't Saki. I'm just upset he never represented Wales.
Okay, right. We're on to second rows. So
I think Beardy goes in. I think Beardy has to go in.
Yeah, Adam Beard goes in, doesn't he?
at 4.
Can Ethan Root play second row?
No.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Well,
Can I
so
make a-
in terms of people who played second row, Lids played second row with us. Will Griffiths played second row with us. You can tell. We can tell he's been added late on. You know.
Wait.
Did
Lydia
Alan
play-
Wynne not play when we've doing this like since
No,
the pod
2023.
started?
No, he left it too long.
Yeah.
Late 22.
So
Well, for
It's
me,
called-
I'm putting Lydia in there because I wanted him in back row, but
For me, it's
Well,
got to be
you look
Reece
at-
Davis.
I think
Reece Davis is a man mountain, and
Yeah.
he is a scary man. And you got Ryan Smith, definite star of the future for us. Definite star of the future. He's been superb this season.
Yeah.
But when you look at Lydia's quality, Reece Davis, or for me, is just if you want someone in your team, he'd be my first. I think even when Adam Beard was here, I'd be putting Reece Davis down to the first, second row of my team sheet.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll go with Reece Davis. No complaints from me.
Yeah, I think we need the cunt at second row.
Right, you're in trouble with him next time you see him. Right, okay, there we are. It's a fairly tough pack, that, isn't it?
But it looks like it could kill you.
Yeah. Right, okay. I don't think our 9s and 10s are going to kill anyone, mate. They're a lot smaller. Onwards and upwards. Scrum half. This could be a long debate, mind.
Kieran
Kieran,
Hardy.
Ruben, or Luke?
Kieran Hardy.
Kieran
We
Hardy.
went through this, I think, 2 weeks ago. Has got the most try involvements of any other players in the Pro 4 teams in the URC this season. They're 90 at least.
Also, bonus
80.
points for coming across the Locker Bridge.
He graduated from
before we
academy.
go, before we lock in Hardy, like we've got 100 Ospreys capper in Ruben Morgan Williams, who I think has been absolutely class. I think Hardy's awesome and I love him. He's been a great signing, but for me, he hasn't eclipsed Ruben as an Ospreys player yet.
I think it's a right mixed bag, depending on what environment you're in, who you're talking to around those scrum halves. I sit in with this Eyrie podcast, and there's lots of fans of Kieran Hardy. I sit in other groups where Ruben is seen as head and shoulders as just a superb player, and I sit in that camp. I think Ruben edges it, but it's damn close, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he's a player. They're 1A, 1B, but I think for what they've offered the Ospreys, they seem comparable. Ruben's way ahead.
Yes, but we're forgetting Hardy did leave the Scarlets to come the Ospreys, which gives him bonus points.
Ruben's from Neath. There we are. Bonus
Oh,
points.
that's a definite no there. Like, absolutely not. Did he play for Neath?
Yeah.
I prefer my players not
Are
to
we
have
sure it's
dabbled
Neath
at
and
the
not Britain
Scarlets
Ferry?
before they come.
If it's I don't know if Britain Ferry's worse or better, but
Yeah, my vote would be Ruben, but yeah, happy to get outvoted.
I'm happy to go either way, quite honestly.
right, I'm going Lukey Die just because the chants are amazing.
All right. I'm going to go Ruben.
Icon.
I want to go
Yeah.
Ruben. But yeah, it's only because Jack will go either way, and two of us have gone. We want Ruben. We want Ruben.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
love Ruben.
Right, before we do 10, can I just say that whoever Josh goes for as a non-kick-in fly half, probably we should disregard.
I mean, like, it's going to be Danny Eds. Can we just put?
Yeah, Dan Edwards, yeah.
I rewind to Owen Williams beating Leicester.
Right. Owen Williams is like one of the most frustrating rugby players I have ever watched because like I thought he was great and he did such good stuff. But then like it just never quite like kicked on. It was such a weird player.
He's
was such
very
a weird
like
player.
on off. Like I remember like against Benetton last year, we beat him 43-0. He was superb. And then like the next week he was just a bit
And then he'd just get like a call up for Wales and you think like he played a really good game in terms of like where he put his kicks and stuff and then he would never get a look in again and it was such like yeah. He went to Japan in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, so he played outside.
He's in Nice at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he played outside. Was Aaron Smith or was it TJ Perenara? TJ Perenara in Japan, and he said he couldn't believe he had had so few Wales caps. He was like,
Yeah.
if he was from New Zealand, he'd have way more caps,
Yeah.
which blew my mind a little bit.
How many caps is we keep on talking about Owen Williams. How many caps is Dan Edwards going to get? As many as he wants.
He's the incumbent this summer, at least.
Yeah.
Him and Costello are going to battle it out for years, I can imagine.
But Costello's got made of glass, isn't he?
Yeah.
It feels very similar to sort of Dan Bigger, Reece Prieston in 2012.
Yeah, the game that Costello did play for Wales, though, he was really, really good. I mean, like really, really good.
True, but I also like the Priestland Bigger comparison because I just think Dan Edwards has the mental energy not to have massive ups and downs like Costello does and Reece Priestland did.
Yeah.
Like he's so resilient. He just lets things go straight away, which I think you need in international rugby, which is kind of what Bigger had.
Yeah. True. Anyway, Dan Edwards has got in for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you shouldn't say about fly off, but you can't beat speed.
He's just.
Is that what you got, Josh? Speed.
No, I'm so slow.
I don't know if you were listening, but you did get a mention on the sister pod of the rap as a non-kicking fly half.
Oh really?
Made it that far. Well done.
Oh, brilliant! I've been slagged off all over Wales.
At this point, given how many tens are available, in chance of a call up this summer anyway. So
if Candy's listening,
I apologise for not putting you on the list, Josh. I should have done it.
yeah.
Or like can't kick, can't run, can't tackle. What are you being picked for?
Delegate.
Yeah, telling
Right.
people what to do.
Onwards and upwards. Now,
Yeah.
when you look at the people who played centre during the last couple of years, you've got the incumbent Welsh pair of Keith Rhaneith and Owen Watkin. You've got our two non-Welsh qualified of Ardy Boshoff and Phil Cocknessinger. And you've also got, appearing again, Owen Williams and the just retired legend of George North.
So I'll make this quick.
Go on.
Keith and Owen, like,
Yeah.
like is there as like in this era specifically,
Yeah.
they're just ever reliable, have been awesome.
You're
Yeah.
leaving George North out of a select 15.
I think he was good in an Osprey shirt, to be fair. But George North Osprey was better than say like Gareth Anscombe Osprey, for instance.
Yeah.
But like for me, yeah, it's got to be Keith and Owen Watkin.
I'm just really disappointed we didn't see more of a Keith and George North midfield.
Yeah, he had a lot of injuries, didn't he?
Yeah. He's always had a lot of injuries. Yes.
Josh, as a 10, who do you want outside you?
Keith all day long. He's
Keith
unreal.
in a 12. That's a full Keith then. So, and what about outside centre?
I love Owen Watkin. I think he's
Right.
unreal. I think his defensively is so good.
There we are. Shock horror.
Shock. Who could have seen that coming?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have put a fight for George North, but I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Right, back three. Now, there's our top row there. Four from the top are dedicated wingers. Two in the middle can play wing or fullback. Bottom two, fullback.
Let's go the easy one first. Jack Walsh 15, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think Keelan's in on the wing no matter what.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
It's now sort of, I think there's only really two names here to be put on my right wing.
If you're not going to say Matt Prothero,
If he played more, if he wasn't constantly injured,
he was brilliant.
he was.
I'm glad we
very
didn't
good.
see more of him. I thought he was fantastic when he played.
Yeah, and also he's tearing up trees for Swansea at the moment. I wouldn't mind him re-signing as a 15-10 cover now Walsh is gone.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Mind you,
Excited.
I have one memory of Matt Prothero at 15, and that's the clip where he gets absolutely mugged by Reece Zammit, and like when Reece Zammit is playing for like Bristol Bears under 18s, or like Gloucester under 18s, and Zammit just runs the field against him. I just remember him getting absolutely burnt. Unfortunately, it's not a great memory, but
Yeah.
good player.
Yeah.
On a serious note, I'm going Luke Morgan.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
100 capper Luke Morgan.
I was gonna. My two were going to be either Justin Hopkins or the postman.
I'd be going for Iestyn Hopkins or Cuthbert because Cuthbert fought tooth and nail to get back into our Welsh squad, didn't he? And he did.
I do love sort of post Exeter Chiefs Cuthbert. I think he just like played like two times and missed it one while we're doing the Eyrie.
Yeah, we just got. Yeah.
Shout out for doing his hamstring while running in a screamer against Munster and not scoring it, which
Yeah.
then cost us playoffs because he missed it by 1 point.
Yeah, hopping his way to the line, or not quite to the line.
Yeah.
I go yes. Then if I had to, and Cuthbert's only had a couple of caps during the lifespan of the Ivy, but you.
For me,
All right.
I'd go
happy to
Iestyn as well.
I'm happy to go Iestyn Hopkins. If we've not got Deavesy in there and not got Lukey Dye, I think Iestyn Hopkins is the next kind of cult hero, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
You've got to have one cock in the team as well, and just to scare the opposition.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's what I'm quite surprised, but I'm quite happy with that.
It's a good team.
Right. So, what does the team look like? This isn't too
It's a
bad.
good team.
Tommy Botha, Sam Parry, Nicky Smith in the front row, Rhys Davis partnering Adam Beard in the Boiler House, dream back row of Jack Morgan, Justin Tipuric and Morgan Morris. Experienced Ruben at 9, partnering Dan Edwards, Kieran Williams and Owen Watkin in the centre, and a back three of Keelan, Jack Walsh and Iestyn Hopkins.
May I be the first to say that back three is lacking a bit of height?
You can also be the last set, you know.
Yeah, you can. There we are. Well done.
I didn't think about that at the time.
I saw a contribution. Yeah, quite right. Jack Walsh is tall.
Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, ooh. But to be fair, both Keelan and Iestyn Hopkins are good in the air, though, aren't they? So
Do you want to drop Ryan Combier or Luke Morgan in instead, just to make him even shorter?
Yeah, I was thinking that 5'8" Luke Morgan's not going to help.
yeah, I know. Should have gone with Cuthy.
Check on McCarthy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Oh well. Decision made. No scrolling back. No scrolling back
Right.
in this game.
You know what we could do though? I'm just saying is just bang Taperick on a wing, and then bring Lydia in that back row. I'm just saying, Tiperick could play anywhere.
I do love Lydia as well. Yeah.
Tips is currently playing centre, isn't he? When he's turning for Trevano seconds.
Yeah.
Right, there we are. That's it from me.
It's a good team. It's a good team.
Not bad at all, that is it?
I think that's a pretty handy team and pretty well sums up the era of the Eyrie. That sounded horrible. But really does, I think, sum us up. It's been quite a fun 100th episode, gents.
Yeah.
He won't let me stop sharing.
This is when the Maltese cross comes on, isn't it?
Kick me off. Kick me off the sharing, please.
Yeah, nah. Right. It's been a very pleasurable 100th episode, gents. I'm glad you could all join me for this experience of talking up the Ospreys and chatting shit. If you do want more thoughts of Ian Goff half naked, feel free to talk to Jack. He'll have plenty of thoughts about it. Clearly.
Got confused, mate. I got two videos mixed up.
Stop. Don't dig any holes.
If you want to hear more from us, feel free to drop a like and subscribe on the Rap channel. I think we're coming up, say, about 2,300 subscribers, something like that. It'd be really nice to hit 2,500 by the end of the season. Alternatively, for listening on Spotify, please drop us a subscribe with your platform of choice. It means a lot to us in general. Until then, gents, it's been a pleasure. I shall chat to you boys next week. Preview of Scarlets.
Can I just say, we the four current incumbents in these quarters of the screen, okay? I'd like to say thanks for everyone who's come along before us as well and got this thing going.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. To all of them. Thank you very much for setting up this platform for me to talk shite about the Ospreys. And honestly, as I said, it combats my homesickness. Spending an hour and a half just talking about home, having living away now for quite a while. It's really nice. So thank you to everybody who's contributed to it over the years and made it possible. So yeah.
With that, I think it's best we say goodbye for our 100th. We'll be back next week talking about Scarlets at home. Big day.
Yeah.
See you then. Good night.
Good night.
No star.